Yes, I am muted. It was computer restarting issues, but it's now here. It's back again. Let's try and see. Okay. Just trying. The list of attendance. Okay. I don't see it displayed. It is open. Okay, it's there now. Okay, friends, I think we can now proceed. It's day 2. And we continue with the steps in writing and features of scholarly manuscript. Friends, Martin, can you confirm that you hear us?
Yes, we are hearing you clearly.
Okay. Now, yesterday we talked about very many things. But from our side, we think that we shouldn't lose this slide, which we did share, typical components of a manuscript, and also the fact that you need to follow journal guidelines. So friends, these are the typical components of a manuscript. There were questions. I remember there was one question about running title, but again, we will be talking about titles. And how are we going to talk about titles? This is what it is. That we are going through steps of developing a manuscript. And yesterday, after the introductory remarks and the definitions, we started the process of the first bullet that you see up there that says select and align results or illustrations. And then I think we also tried to move to construct objectives. And the key point that we raised is that unlike theses and reports and other publications that could be scholarly, for manuscripts, we take one objective at a time. A manuscript has one key message, and that one key message stems from an objective. Now, this has a lot of implications because you may have one objective from your thesis generating 2 papers or even 3, depending on the segment of the objective that you have picked. Now, a manuscript that has mixed messages will always never make it to publication. So it is important to avoid mixed messages in a manuscript. It has one key message, and we are saying 1 or 2 messages. So I think those are some of the issues that probably got mixed up in so many things that we had yesterday. But on the slide, we have steps of developing a manuscript. And these steps are upside down. When you're presenting the manuscript, that is what you follow. You have a title, you have a running title, you have the authors, you have the abstract, you have the introduction, you have the materials or methodology, the results, the discussion, conclusion, acknowledgement, list of references. And this is at a minimum because, friends, as you'll agree, we can add to this list, of course, objectively. One of the things, for example, that you can add is a declaration of conflict of interest. So these days, many journals ask for declaration of conflict of interest. And I'm sure we can pick so many samples. And declaration of conflict of interest does not mean you simply say there is no conflict of interest. No, sometimes it even lists the authors, author 1, author 2, author 2, and they all indicate maybe somebody was part of the funding, but then they will say the views represented in this paper are not anywhere near the Rockefeller Foundation ideology. They are